Hey everybody, this is Zaynor Kamatazi. I'm currently on my Merc, and I'm going to be going over the Innovative Ordnance spec. I'll be going over some things to note from the discipline path. However, it is not everything, so I highly recommend that you read over everything under the discipline path to help you get a far better understanding of your spec and potentially be able to come up with a better rotation than what I have. I'll be going over the utility points that I have, which again, I highly recommend that you read over all the options. That way you could come up with a better spec that better matches your playstyle. And of course, I'll be going over the basic rotation as well. So under utility points and skillful, I use gyroscopic alignment jets, where you vent 20 heat when you're stunned, immobilized, knocked down, or incapacitated. Additionally, your next tech ability will deal 10% extra damage or healing. I also use improved vents, where you vent heat, now immediately vents an additional 15 heat and grants 10% alacrity per 6 seconds. A gear substitution will be Foresights, which increases the damage dealt by your sweeping blasters by 25%. Under Masterful, I use Pyro Shield. When activated, your energy shield will scorch your attackers for 1362 elemental damage when they deal direct damage to you. The effect cannot occur more than once every second. I also use Threat Sensors, which increases self-detection level by 3, melee and ranged defense by 3%, and reduces the cooldown of cell scan by 5 seconds. Additionally, when you activate Cure on yourself, all periodic damage taken is reduced by 30% for 12 seconds. You can also use Heat Damping, which eliminates the heat generated by Jet Boost, Concussion, Missile, Cure, and Electric Dart as well. Power Barrier. Power Shot, Tracer Missile, and Rapid Scan will generate a Power Barrier that increases damage reduction by 1% for 15 seconds and stacks up to 5 times. It's another good one. Under Heroic, I use Trauma Regulators. While Energy Shield is active, you generate a stack of Trauma Regulators each time you receive direct damage. Stacks up to 10 times. When the Energy Shield expires, each stack of Trauma Regulators instantly heals you for 4% of your maximum health. And at full stacks, that's a total of 40% of your maximum health is healed to you. I also use Stabilized Armor, which reduces damage taken from area effects by 30%. In addition to that, while stunned, you take 30% less damage from all sources. Energy Rebounder is a good substitution, where when you take damage, the active cooldown of Energy Shield is reduced by 3 seconds. The effect can occur more than once every 1.5 seconds, and in addition to that, when taking damage, you have a 20% chance to emit an energy readout, which absorbs a low amount of damage and lasts 6 seconds, and that effect can occur more than once every 10 seconds. You can also use Power Shield, where Energy Shield now further decreases ability activation pushback by 30%, and increases all healing received by 20% and makes you immune to interrupts as well. Under Legendary, I use Kolto Surge, where Kolto Overload triggers at and can heal you up to 60% of your maximum health. In addition to that, Kolto Overload will last 2 seconds longer and heals for twice as much each time it restores health. I also use Thrill of the Hunt, which allows your Unload, Blazing Bolts, and Percussive Scan to be activated while moving. You could also use supercharged defense, where activating supercharged gas increases your defense chance by 15% and grants immunity to interrupts for 8 seconds. In addition, your endurance is increased by 3%, and all healing received is increased by 3% as well. So some things to note. Your fusion missile will spread the burn from incendiary missile. Explosive dart will spread serrated shots bleed. Incendiary missile will cause your target to become assailable, which increases the elemental and internal damage that target takes by 7% and lasts for 45 seconds. Your power shot, unload, and your sweeping blasters will all finish the cooldown on your rail and mag. It procs both of them for no heat cost, which has a 7.5 second cooldown. Your serrated shot marks your target for about 45 seconds, and it increases the range damage on that target for 5%. Your mag shot will cause your power shot or serrated shot to become an instant cast with a 15-second cooldown on that between procs. As for my rotation, which I'll back up a little bit here. My rotation here starts off with incendiary missile, followed by fusion missile, serrated shot, explosive dart, power shot, followed by mag shot. I'll be using power shot again if it procs, followed by thermal detonator, and then unload. After unload, I'll be going right back to the beginning to incendiary missile again and going through the same rotation. So to show you guys, starting off with incendiary missile, followed by fusion missile, serrated shot, explosive dart, power shot, mag shot, power shot again, thermal detonator, then unload. Then right back to the beginning, incendiary missile again. And we'll just keep going the rotation over and over again. Only you'll need to keep an eye on your heat. Heat control is going to be important as well. Along with that rotation, you also have your Death from Above AoE. As well as your Sweeping Blasters. As you notice, Sweeping Blaster also procs Mag Shot, which proc the others as well. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys. I wish you the best of luck, and welcome to playing an innovative Ordnance Mercenary. Hope to see you guys around.